work, is
Right.
going to night college.
Okay. So the nursing is sort of in the distant future,
Yeah.
so that's not immediate. Okay, right. So. Okay, right. So at the minute, you're working 2 jobs and you want to work 30 hours and make sure that you're not financially worse off, and you want to stay local in the area. Okay. So what do you currently do with the rest of your time? How does your standard week look?
Just 1 second. I spend a lot of time with my flatmate, but I haven't really been going out due to finances, and I've just been asking to work more at the pub to earn more money.
Okay.
I'm avoiding some of my friends who I think will say that I need to stand up for myself more. I like being in the flat and watching TV, but it's sometimes difficult to concentrate on the TV if I'm worrying about the next day.
Okay. Again, have you talked to Jim about them anxieties and ways that you can deal with that?
Yeah,
Build some coping mechanisms?
I spoke to Jim about it,
Okay.
and we're working on that together.
Fantastic. That's great to hear. Sometimes it takes time. Some of us are more assertive than others, and sometimes it does take time. It's like a skill that you need to develop, and it's just practice. And it isn't. If you're not used to being like that, it does. You sometimes do need that bit of extra support.
Yeah.
Which is obviously why I'm more than happy to attend like a meeting with your employer. So what are your hopes with regarding work? You said obviously at the minute we're looking at a minimum of 30 hours, minimum of 15,000 to earn, so you can stay with your flat, and then in the long term you want to go to nursing.
Yeah.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is work to you?
Is 10 extremely low?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, not 1, not at all, 10 extremely.
Yeah, 10.
Fantastic, that's what we like to hear. And why have you agreed to meet now? Why have you come to Wellbeing now? Why are you accessing the support?
Well, I like my job in the store and I like my workmates, but I just need more money, and the anxiety is getting quite bad. I feel like I've been really ill sometimes at work, feeling sick and headachy just going in.
Yeah, sure.
And sometimes seeing my manager and checking my bank account, all of that just makes me feel really rubbish.
Yeah. And with regards to finance, have you had any support with managing bills and things like that? Because obviously the Citizens Advice are very, very good at like dealing with money management, and they can give you some advice there. So I would definitely say if finances are a difficult area, there may be access there, and there might be some benefits that you're entitled to.
Yes,
they might have that
please.
further information. So
Yeah.
do you know where the local Citizens Advice Bureau is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so yeah, I definitely recommend making an appointment with them. Okay, so what do you think could help increase your confidence?
I need help explaining my mental health and explaining my diabetes more.
Yep.
I just want, the main thing of confidence is help me to sort out my work problems.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Is there anything else relevant to your work issue that you haven't mentioned?
No.
Okay. Anything else you want to add or talk about? Okay. Right, so if we go on to goals now, we're going to have a look at like some short term and medium and long term. So your short term goal is we need to arrange a meeting, don't we, to get this sorted out with your manager. And what I would suggest we do is we put that in writing.
Okay.
So we've got a record of that, and we've got evidence to say, look, this is the process that we're going down, because obviously you've got that, like I said before, your employers have got a duty of care, so we're not going in there demanding all different things. We just want to open that dialogue, have that communication, and just say, look, these are the issues. We want to focus on whether there is hours, whether there is more hours, and look at this 0-hour contract information. And obviously if you go to Citizens Advice, they might be able to help you with like take the pressure off that finance, because there may be access to support that you can find
Yeah.
for financial issues. So we can address that. If they haven't got the position, because sometimes companies don't have the hours, then obviously there's not going to be much they could do about it. They've obviously offered you to travel somewhere else, but that's not practical for you, which is fine, absolutely fine. You're well within your rights to say no, and I'll be there to like be that buffer, so you don't worry that they are going to suddenly take all those hours away, because obviously we can then challenge that and say, look, what is happening, but that's very much further down the road.
Yeah, because I just wanted to find out if I had to move stores, if I have to do what my manager says. That's made me feel better.
Yeah, no, if it's not practical for you, then you're well within your rights to refuse that. And obviously, if that's going to be detrimental to your well-being, then we wouldn't advise that, or I wouldn't advise that anyway.
Yeah.
It's important to take care of yourself within work and your well-being. So we can do that. We can discuss the hours, and we can definitely talk about how we need to factor in your breaks because of the medical need, because that is paramount importance. We need to make sure that as an employer they are looking after you and doing as much as they can to protect you. Okay. So we can definitely discuss that and talk about regular breaks and see what they suggest really, and I can like go away and have a look at some reasonable adjustments that we could put into place and trying to manage that basically. And then your long term was nurse training.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. So for our action plan to do next, okay, so what I'll do is I'll start working. Do you have a draft CV or do you have any CV, even if it's not up to date?
I've got a CV.
Okay, are you able to email that to me?
Yeah.
Fantastic. You're able to use computers and email that? Fantastic. Okay, so if you can email your CV, so that's one task I need you to do. And then I'll start working on that, and then what I'll do is I'll do a draft and then I'll send it back to you and then get you to check it, and then you can add bits to it, and we'll do that like that if you're happy to work that way.
Yeah, I don't need help with application forms. I might do it in the future when I go to college, but the CV would be helpful.
Yeah, fantastic. You can use it as a basis, and if during our working together, if you do find that you need help with the application forms or covering letter, anything like that, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay, and we can work through that. That's no worries. Okay. And even if you just want a second pair of eyes and just some feedback, then I'm happy to do that and just to give you some advice. That's fine. Okay. So first task is to send me your CV. We'll work on that. Second task is we need to draft a letter for your employment. Are you happy for your employer? Are you happy for me to do that and then send it to you to check that you're happy with it?
Yeah.
Personally, I think it would be better if it comes directly from you, but obviously we need to make them aware and actually ask if I can be there.
Yeah.
If they refuse, excuse me, that's fine, because I can still meet with you before. I can still hang around, so to speak, in the area, because some employers are welcome and some are not, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I can't be in the vicinity or give you that emotional support. It's just to give you that boost. And we can write a script of things that you want to talk about. If you want to have a break, you can then come out, and worst case scenario, if they don't let me in, you can just say, well, I want to have a break, and you can come out, talk to me about the issues, we can discuss it, and then you can go back in. Okay?
Yeah,
so no pressure. Okay, so I'll draft that letter and get some, and basically if we can try, and so I'll send that to you, and then once that's done, if you can then send that to your employer, and we can get some dates possibly.
Yeah.
To me.
So that's kind of like our medium goal, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, brilliant. So yeah, we'll do the CV. We'll do within a couple of weeks. We'll work on that, and then the draft letter probably 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the dates that your manager's got available. And then after that, we'll, depending on the recommendations and how the meeting goes, we'll probably come back to the action plan and look again at resetting some other goals. And then the long-term goal is obviously the nursing and finding the 30 hours position to sit nicely alongside that.
Mm-hmm.
And we can work on that as we go through. So hopefully, probably about within, well, we hope to get the hours sorted out within, I would say, 3 to 4 months, hopefully sooner.
Lovely.
Okay, fantastic. So, right. So are you happy with all of that, Kim? You've understood what we've discussed and you know what we're going to do, and I've set you your tasks to do as well. And as I said, any issues, just contact me. You've got my contact details on the. If you ping me a CV over, then you'll have my signature with my details.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we'll do is we'll arrange another face-to-face appointment. For a couple of weeks' time.
Okay.
Is that okay? But we'll still have contact in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. The only thing as well, I feel like I just need to tell someone, is I've never had thoughts about killing myself before, but I thought Jim last session, I told him last session that I feel more and more desperate, and I just can't really see a way out. I've started having thoughts about going to bed and not waking up.
Okay.
If I still feel this way, if I wouldn't do anything, as if it would upset my flatmate and friends and family too much, but I do feel that way.
Yeah, sure. Do you feel like you're in danger now, that you're going to hurt yourself now?
No, I don't have any plans.
Okay. But you've just had the thoughts about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this a recent new thing?
Only in the past sort of few weeks.
Few weeks, okay. And did you say you mentioned this to your therapist?
Yeah.
And what did he suggest?
I was mentioned it to Gemma as well, and they said that they thought I was low risk because I hadn't made any plans and I wouldn't do it, and my protective factors appear very strong.
Yeah, so you've got good friends, family support around you. Fantastic, that's great. So do you feel safe within now? You don't feel like you're going to harm yourself or do anything?
No, it's just the thoughts.
Okay. Do you have contact details for the Samaritans? Because we've got, if you do feel really low, I've got details that I can give you.
Oh yes,
For the
please.
Samaritans?
Thank you.
Okay, there's just some information there. If things are getting difficult.
Thank
okay?
you very much.
And obviously you've got access to Wellbeing as well, so if you do feel that you need to talk to somebody, just contact Wellbeing and say that you're having these feelings and that you do feel that you need to have that chat with your therapist.
Yeah.
And I will pass that over to Jim and just say that you've mentioned it within our session.
Okay.
And just to make sure that obviously if there's anything else that he can offer with support with the therapy, then he can get in touch with you. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay. So, anything else that you'd like to talk about?
No, I just want to stay in the store I'm in with proper hours and proper breaks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do the CV. We'll draft the letter. Get that meeting done, and we'll do that. And then, with regards to the outcome of the meeting, we'll then plan what we're going to do further.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll
Lovely.
sort it out.
Thank you very much.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
You.